In this video, we're going to talk about the top 3 trending programming languages and top 3 dying programming languages in 2021. Let's start with top 3 trending programming languages in 2021. Okay, so we've picked these languages based on Google Trends and the results of various surveys and studies. These are the most versatile programming languages that offer you the best job opportunities. Whether you're an absolute beginner wanting to learn programming for the first time, or you're an experienced developer looking for a new job opportunities, Python is one of the most liked programming languages of all time. If you want to learn Python, you have given the link of Udemy courses in the description area. The average salary of a Python developer in the US is about $150,000 a year. And according to Stack Overflow's developer survey in 2020, Python ranks as the most wanted programming language of the year. Here are a few reasons why Python is the most popular programming language in the world. Python is very beginner-friendly and is particularly easy to learn for people who don't want to become professional software engineers. A lot of accountants, engineers, and scientists use Python in their day-to-day work. Python is extremely popular for machine learning, AI projects, and research. Anyone who wants to get into machine learning should learn Python. Professional software engineers also use Python to build web, mobile, and desktop applications. Python has a framework called Django. Django is very popular amongst back-end developers. Python's code is very simple and free of clutter. If you're an absolute beginner or if you want to get into machine learning and AI, Python is the best language to learn right now. The second language on the top 3 programming languages list is Java. For a job of Java developer in the US, you can see there are currently over 29,000 jobs now. According to Indeed.com, the average salary of a Java developer in the US is $115,000 per year. Here are a few reasons why Java is one of the most popular programming languages. Java is used in enterprise software applications. It's used by plenty of tech companies around the world to build large-scale applications. Huge companies like Uber, Airbnb, Twitter, and many others use Java in their tech stack. And this means that finding a job as a Java developer is relatively easy. Java is also used in developing native Android apps. If you're interested in becoming a mobile developer focusing on building native Android apps, then learning Java makes a lot of sense. Also, Java has been a popular programming language for almost 2 decades, and there's a huge support community. Once you start learning Java, you will encounter tons of resource forums and books to help you along the way. Try to know Java and to understand its syntax. It would be very beneficial because there are tons of great books on courses on software engineering that are based on Java. Most books are about data structures, algorithms, design patterns, automatic testing, and software architecture. The best language to learn next as the top programming language to learn in 2021 is JavaScript. For the 7th year in a row, JavaScript has ranked as the most popular programming language in a survey conducted by Stack Overflow. According to Indeed.com, the average salary of a JavaScript developer in the US is $120,000 per year. Just like Python and Java, JavaScript is also very versatile language, which means we can use it to build various types of web, mobile, and desktop applications. But JavaScript really shines in web and mobile application development. Using JavaScript and React Native, you can build cross-platform mobile apps. So instead of building a separate app for iOS and Android and maintaining 2 different code bases, you write your application once in JavaScript and build it for different platforms. You have a single code base to maintain. That's why a lot of companies these days prefer to build apps this way, because of the reduced cost, of course, and if you want to leverage the full platform like iOS and Android. If you want to become a web developer or if you want to build cross-platform mobile apps, you should learn JavaScript. So let's quickly recap the top 3 programming languages to learn in 2021. Python, Java, and JavaScript. Python is the best suited for machine learning and AI. Java is the best suited to build enterprise applications. And JavaScript is the language of choice for building web and cross-platform mobile apps. Let's now discuss about top 3 dying languages in 2021. We used metrics such as community growth and market demands to come up with this list. We looked at what languages were popular with developers active in GitHub, Twitter, Stack Overflow, and Reddit. Languages with more forks, repositories, and subscribers scored higher when it came to community engagement. We looked at Google Trends and Stack Overflow trends to see which languages experienced negative growth trajectory between 2013 and 2019 to assess which programming languages would be dying or at least not worth learning in 2021. We looked at Craigslist, Indeed.com, Nowcree.com, Stackshare.io, and Techstacks.io to see what languages startups and enterprises were using to gauge developer demand. Perl. Introduced in 1987, Perl is a general-purpose programming language that incorporates Perl 5 and the latest sister version, Perl 6. The language is used for a wide range of tasks, such as web development, text manipulation, GUI development, network programming, and many more. The language has enjoyed a good run in the tech world around 2004, but after the advent of several other prominent programming languages, especially Python, Perl is finding it difficult to make a strong command over the market. Objective-C, the language that came around 36 years ago, is a general-purpose, object-oriented language and is primarily used to develop applications for Apple platforms such as Mac OS, iOS, etc. Objective-C single-handedly ruled the domain until the arrival of its alternative language Swift in 2014. Swift is comparatively being more preferred than Objective-C by the developers due to various remarkable features, such as robustness, better memory management, etc. More developers have begun using Swift, especially as it's become more feature-rich. But Objective-C hasn't crashed as much, as the reason being 35 years of legacy code. Many developers simply preferring to work with a language they've always used. At some point, though, Objective-C will likely fade away entirely. Apple's too keen on its eventual demise, and Swift is becoming an incredible, effective language for building iOS, macOS, and cross-platform apps. VBNET, the most renowned languages of its time. VBNET is an objective-oriented programming language developed by Microsoft and is implemented on the .NET framework. Visual Basic was developed by Microsoft as a variant version of the BASIC, and then Microsoft proposed VB.NET in 2002 as a successor of its initial Visual Basic language. Undoubtedly, VB.NET was the favorite child of the market for a longer period, but it somehow gets on the weaker side against its competitor language, C#, which is also primarily built on the .NET framework. Here is a list of other dying programming languages that can go extinct in the near future. Like and subscribe to this channel if you want to watch such videos.